Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, this is MadKillers007, and I present to you the journey of Vanu's triple continent lock. That's right, Vanu on the Matherson server managed to get a triple continent lock on, the server. As you can see here, we first started off the journey from Esamir Warp Gate straight to Ymir's Biolab because it was being ghost capped by a platoon, I think, or I think we just invaded it. I'm not entirely sure, I can't really remember. But there's some gameplay here. I peek around the corner here and he shoots me and I nearly die, which is pretty bad. But anyway, that's our first stop. Now this stop here is Apex Genetics. This was featured in my last video, which may not have been exactly the best. But anyway, basically I skipped most of the stuff from Apex because it was essentially ghost capture. We involved most of our platoon, so even if there was quite some enemy forces, they wouldn't have really stood a chance. Unless they were an organized enemy platoon, then I really don't think they would have stood a chance. Anyway, here there was only squads of enemy forces, so that's why I skipped most of it. In the end, we managed to capture Apex, and we got into this Sunderer filled with members of our outfit and platoon as well, so the V404, and we head out to our next target, which is Stillwatch or some crap like that. Anyway, so we're on our way there, as you can see here. Oh, this guy has some pretty good paint on his Sunday. I think the class I'm playing as at the moment is the Heavy Assault. Oh right, I remember this bit. Okay, so this bit, basically we were on our way down and we were speaking in platoon chat and on proximity, begging, well, I don't know, just casually saying, let's hope that we're not hitting any mines or anything, because that would have essentially meant an entire squadron of our platoon wiped out with a single mine. Right, okay, so we make this turn here, and we're on the way. This path is nice and clear, as you can see. There's no mines, no nothing like that. Half of our platoon is already there. We got our waypoint set up, and so we're on the way. Okay, so basically I get off this place, and I head to this little thing, Flash. They're called the Flash, and doesn't really work very well. I think the class I'm playing is, I'm playing as Engineer, not Heavy Assault, so my bad. As you can see here, this is still something, I can't really remember what it's called, but this is some Engineer gameplay now, and I'm repairing this Sunderer, as you can probably see right now. Just casually, constantly switching my weapons and stuff like that, so I'm just looking around for any targets and being very careful because I really don't want to die, even though we got a couple of Sunderers up. So I come around this corner here where most of the fight's at, and I think the enemy spawn point, the enemy spawn point is in that direction. So, I kind of really need to be careful. We rush into this point here. They've got a couple of defenses. I run towards the max, but there's a grenade underneath him, so I kind of run away. There's this turret. Some reason there was no one in the turret. Now that's an Engineer turret. These units you see here in front, for those of you that don't know, they are the Vanu Maxes. He is carrying two anti-infantry max weapons, which is pretty much, they're terrible. They're only really meant for close range, as you can probably imagine. So I'm there feeding everyone ammo and, saying on the chat, saying that use up the ammo because it's free at the moment. I place down this defensive turret just in case if it's needed. If it's needed, I'll come back here and get in the turret. I head out, try to peek around, and this guy just shoots me. That's a pretty good shot, actually. So I decide to go around the other way and see if I can do anything to help the friendly forces here. I decide to try and lay down some ammo for this medic because he does need ammo, and I find a nice little hotspot for ammo. As you can see, there's already some ammo there. So I get repairing. I repair the turret that the friend has. I repair the max that really needs repair. Now max units can't really be repaired by, can't really be healed by your normal medic. They have to be healed by your engineers. The engineers, they can repair the maxes. And oh, that was an enemy max right there. That was a scatter max, I think, and they are very lethal. They are armed with shotguns actually, which is very deadly. The Vanu max doesn't have shotguns at all, so it's not exactly good. I'm sure there's some shotguns for the Vanu max, but I haven't quite unlocked them yet. I haven't seen them around, so I'm assuming at the moment that there isn't. I see that this area is getting pummeled, and we got friendly troops here just hanging around, waiting in the corner, waiting for someone to come across. I put down a little sentry turret here, and well, I shoot or try to shoot, but then I realized, that my sentry, there's too many infantry, friendly infantry in the way for me to actually be able to do anything. So this max is just kind of standing, chilling in front of me, so I have to hold fire, and I can't shoot at anything. I decide to head out and make my way outside, see if there's any help that is needed, like repairing any tanks or anything that we have that might need repairs and a little bit of a boost in health. So I laid down this ammo pack here, trying to feed these guys some ammo. As you can see, the little warning pops up. The warning pops up when you're within what was it, the spawning distance or something along those lines. Basically, it seems like it's counting like you're inside the enemy spawn point at the moment, and if you don't leave within 10 seconds, it pretty much kills you. So you really don't want to be within that range. This poor little Flash who's getting run over by a teammate here, I just come over to repair. This guy nearly runs me over, but hey, whatever. It's almost as if he's driving blind, and I nearly get crushed, which actually scared the crap out of me when I was playing the game. So here I also place down this little ammo pack, see if I can do anything. I run around again. I've got really low health. I need a medic, and there's a couple of medics over here, so I decide to start yelling for medic, and I put down this little, well, I was going to put down an ammo pack, but it looks like I didn't, so I'm just repairing these turrets and making sure everything's okay. I'm making sure the max is nice and safe, because the max in situations like this is very, very useful. And if we lose a max, we could potentially lose the area that we're trying to hold, because the max is very important. So I'm repairing all these turrets. These turrets are mine, by the way. I wasn't actually using them. Now you see that there, that's a max. The max can be revived once it dies by a medic. We're reviving this guy here, or trying to save him. I've got my gun ready to revive him, to repair him as soon as he's revived. And there you go. We managed to get him. Oh, that's some pretty nice camo. Anyway, we managed to get him alive, or bring him back alive again. And well, we finally captured. And as always, that every faction does, it rushes the spawn point. Now I don't know if you can see that, but that was a guy right in that corner, and he just got eaten by the max, and everyone else, poor kid, decided to stay there, and he died. I bet the others either redeployed or just couldn't spawn there anymore. So I'm going around to see if I can get any more points and any more certs. For those of you that are new to the game, or haven't exactly played the game before and just interested, certification points is the kind of currency that you earn in the game. Just ignore the phone there. In the game, and some things can be pretty expensive. I mean, most weapons models, they look exactly the same. Most weapons anyway. Some are actually pretty good. So I'm walking around here. I'm kind of hoping this guy would turn back and repair, but never mind. He's smoking. He's kind of running around. Flying around. And so I'm looking here at the moment. I'm looking for our platoon's Sunderer. So just kind of looking around, as you can see here. I jump around a bit, and I find a Sunderer. And then all of a sudden, my platoon leader, my platoon leader calls out that we need another Sunday. So I rush to the consoles. These consoles can be hacked by infiltrators, which is another special ability that the infiltrators can do. And they can also go invisible, which is pretty awesome. They look like the Predators from Alien vs Predators. Their cloak is pretty much like that, and they're very badass. I'm not exactly the biggest fan of infiltrators, but for those of you that love sniping without barely any bullet drop, because that's what the Vanus are good at, well, have fun. Although the Vanu is terrible at longer ranges, because they're using energy-based weapons, and as we all know, energy-based weapons suck at long range. They are very devastating though at close range. Okay, so here at the moment I've finally managed to pull this out. and I'm capturing this, or not capturing, I'm just picking up some people here. And we're about to transition now. Okay, so basically we finally moved to the next target, which is Haven Outpost. So I've managed to park my Sunder, and just kind of pushing upwards with everyone that was in my Sunder right now. I was screaming on the mic for bacon because that's the only way it can attract people towards the area. Now I see that Terran Max, he manages to not kill me somehow, but fair enough, I will survive, like I always tell myself. In the end I end up dying anyway, but then never mind. So we spot this little Sunder over here, and it's got quite a few enemy soldiers there, and we're just kind of attacking it from pretty much all sides, as you can see here. I drop that turret, run into cover, man the turret, and I'm covering my teammates there. And so the Sunder gets blown up, this guy strays away, and he gets dropped straight away, because this turret is awesome. I love the engineer class mainly because of the turret, and if you can place your turret in a good area, then you've pretty much got Overwatch an entire area, and you can just literally act it like a real life heavy machine gun, and you'll keep the enemy infantry at bay. Now here what we're doing is we're literally rushing the area. We got our little Max over there, we got some more Max suits walking around somewhere. I'm not entirely sure why they are, but we cluster around the point, and we're covering the point. I lay down some ammo here, and once again I'm yelling them on the mic saying that ammo is free, because, well, people like free stuff, and you can't exactly say no to free stuff. So I see this guy here in the corner. I miss all my shots because the engineer uses a carbine. Now here, this was a very stupid moment for me, because I run into a friendly's line of fire, and it just so happens that I drop him, that he drops me with a rocket launcher. So yeah, not very fun. At the moment I'm pleading for a revive here, and this guy manages to revive me, so I tell him that I love you, and look up if you do watch this, I do love you, man. Anyway, so we're doing this, I lay down the turret, and so basically I then get enough balls to run to the turret, because this is really out in the wide open area, and I can't shoot through that little red barrier right in front, but they can shoot through it from their end, as you just saw there. What we're doing here is we're pretty much spawn camping them. We're keeping them from making their way outside our area, and well, outside into our area. As you can see here, our scythes are really pounding them with rocket pods. Unfortunately you do have to buy those rocket pods, which is at about 1,000 certs, something along those lines. You know, it's one hell of a grind to get there, but not if you're premium. If you're a premium member and you actually pay for the game, things like that, like I'm not a premium member. I play this game for free. I have to grind really hard to earn my certs, but that doesn't matter because the default stuff is also pretty awesome. So I'm there, I'm suppressing fire. I just kind of noticed that there's a friendly turret right next to me, and I'm realizing, like, I'm wondering, like, what the hell is he doing? Because clustering turrets is a bad idea, and then I realized that we're having a little turret party. And we've got a little awkward turret over there, which is a rocket turret, which no one is manning. It would have been pretty useful if the guy that owns the rocket. And there, as you can see, out of all four of those people, that rocket seems to love coming towards me. I'm a rocket magnet. Yet again, the same guy kills me, and you know, kind of well, die. This same guy revives me, so I'm pretty much feeding this dude points. I then run to the one side and I start repairing all these turrets, because we need to keep these turrets alive, or else I'll see a little opportunity to push forward. And then I eventually, after I repair the turret, my gun is randomly pointed to the other side. I go here, and yet again I eat a rocket from the same dude, I believe. I'm not entirely sure if it is the same dude, but hey, whatever. This medic is getting fed points by reviving the people that's over here, which is why the medic class is pretty good in a Zerg. If you've got a couple of medics, those medics are going to be earning quite a few certs. I'm entirely sure. It's the same thing with engineer. Engineer is a good support class. You know, they earn quite a few certs for repairing and for all of this stuff that they're doing. Okay, I'm still repairing all this. Well, never mind that. It seems that we just got another transition. So basically this means that after we managed to capture Haven Outpost, we made a move towards Northern Way Station, and our platoon went there to hold. As you can see, that huge bubble over there, that is the Terran, I think. I'm not sure. I think it's the Terran warp gate. They're just chilling in the inside. That's where everyone spawn when they don't have any other bases capped. So this here and some areas around it seems to be the last place, and we are essentially taking the one outpost that they have left before they get warp gated, and they just only have the warp gate to spawn in. As you can see there, that Mosquito was a Mosquito is the Terran aircraft, fighter plane or aircraft helicopter thing. I don't know. So that was getting pounded by anti-air. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but whatever it was, great. As you can see here, I still do have my Sunday, and my Sunday is kind of just chilling over there. I'm not sure if I actually forget about it or not. So I repaired the mags. I managed to cross the road. That tank doesn't run me over because I see it coming. So I'm checking around for the buildings, and you can see a couple of soldiers. Our platoon leader calls out that Sunder, but that Sunder doesn't get very far. Now there's something pretty big. I, for some reason, pull out my repair gun to try and repair this Max, but he's an enemy Max. What can I say? Can't really repair the dude. So I shoot him and I get killed by the medic that was reviving me and healing me on the other side. Not on the other side. What am I on about? On the other gameplay before the transition. He revives me again after killing me, and I pull out a pistol to finish off that Max. Aimed for the face, obviously, because the Max are very tough units to kill. Now this guy dropped pods right in the middle of the wrong area. I pull out my pistol yet again to try and finish him off as a quick sidearm, and then I pull out my carbine and kill the other dude. This guy comes out of nowhere and eats me with his bullets. Fair enough, I had it coming. I had low shield and low health. Well, kind of low health. Anyway, so I get back into the spawn screen, and well, I'm just kind of waiting for a revive. See if I can get a revive. I don't think I do. I choose a little spot to spawn in, and I deploy. As you can see here, this is an awesome feature. This happens when you deploy on something called a spawn beacon. As you can see here, you can see other drop pods and things, Vanu drop pods, and you can see a couple of tracers and things coming out. Now I've changed class here. This class that I'm playing is called the Medic. It's, well, the Medic, and its special ability is pretty much healing others and killing them, because that's an assault rifle. Assault rifles are just badass. So we're just here, and basically what happens after we capture this is we hold this for quite some time, for about an hour or so, I think, and the other platoon, I'm not sure exactly what they were called, but they were fighting on the NC front. They managed to push them back, and we get literally full control of this continent, which is pretty awesome. Ignore the phone again. And yeah, basically that's how we managed to get the triple continent lock. Anyways, I must go now, so see you guys in the next video. As always, like, favorite, subscribe, it really does help. And well, peace out. Bye bye, toodaloo, bitches.